You're such an asshole.
SMconsulting.com. How you kids doing? I got a very millennial question because you all live at home. Hey, asshole, I'm a single guy, 32. Since the virus, I've come to know that my family has an extreme anxiety problem. Well, sucks to be them. Good night, everybody. What do you care? Oh, you still care about blood more than morality and the quality and caliber of the people themselves. All right. They're pumping their anxieties into me, causing me to have weird perpetual mix of panic attack and midlife crisis. They were they took a syringe and pumped you full of them. You're 32. Did you let them? Do you live at home? I'm not saying your family is, or everyone's family is great and moral and noble, but I'm getting awfully tired. Cappy, my parents treat me like shit. Do you live at home? Yeah. Well, how about you stop? Well, but then I'd have to pay rent. Well, I guess you're going to suffer. My parents treat me like shit. Did you tell them to knock it off? And if they didn't knock it off, you'd leave? No. Well, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? What I dislike about this is like they pumped me full. What, you had no agency? You had no control? You couldn't just leave? You're a king. You have an army. World's greatest navy. Then fuck you. We'll screw it up ourselves. No one knows where that's from. Panic attack and midlife crisis. Look, already I could tell your parents were shit. Okay, I got it. I'm not disbelieving you. Your parents sound like complete losers. Because you're 32 and you're like, but they were pumping me full of things and I have a midlife crisis and panic attacks. Yes, maybe, yeah, but we're brought up to be a pussy. Like I think everyone needs to suffer starvation and the threat of homelessness, maybe not homelessness itself, but like the threat of homelessness and actual starvation made it so I wasn't a fucking pussy. And like made it very clear that I could not rely on my parents or the government or anyone else. And you all wonder how I came out to be this way. It's because I had to support myself. Well, and probably technically I wouldn't have died because I didn't understand there was like this huge welfare state beneath me. But you guys have got to fucking support yourselves, face the real world, live in the real world, and survive in it. You need to be a plant that plants roots in. No matter how toxic you think the soil is, it's the only soil to plant your roots into. Plant your roots in, find the resources, and support yourself. My parents forced anxiety on me. Oh, yeah. You know what? Go talk to the school counselor who's like crying herself to sleep and on antidepressants herself with her doctorate in psychology from Middlebury. Okay, just go over there, talk to her. Midlife crisis. Shut the fuck up. I no longer, when the virus hit, they went into hiding. My life has completely changed since for the better. Okay, so remove toxic people from your life. Good. I no longer have the perpetual adrenaline rush, can hear the lyrics to songs, and can be in a social setting and crowds comfortably and have a good time. Good. You just got rid of bad people in your life. I mean, that's what it seems like. And I don't care if they're blood related or share half your genetics. They left. They're gone, and you're in a better mood. Okay, there you go. Crisis solved. Good night, everybody. My question to you is, where do you think I should go from here? I'm having to relearn a lot of how to be sociable that most learn when they're younger. Okay, all right. So here's where I actually am going to feel bad for you. It is obvious your parents just fucking didn't raise you right. Okay, because you're like social anxiety, what do parents think? Blah, blah, blah. And now they're like, how do I interact with people? You know what? I ain't got time for your millennial shit. Okay? Now you pay me a lot of money, and I mean, I'm going to help you out best I can. But God Christ fucking almighty. Go be social. Go be uncomfortable. And it seems like you're already making some progress here. You're like saying you're enjoying it a little bit. Where should I go from here? I'm having to relearn a lot of how to be sociable that most learn when they are younger. Well, it's going to be difficult. I'll give you another. I will give you another concession. You're right. It is going to be hard during the COVID thing. So I get it. But guys, don't. How do I make friends? Go out and just hang out with people. Go enjoy clubs. Go do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. Do you like volleyball? Go play volleyball. You meet people that play volleyball. Oh my God, I met a great woman playing volleyball. She wanted to have kids. Ruined everything. Just don't overthink it. Stop being a lazy fuck asking me, what's the cheat code in life to get friends and purpose and meaning and my dick sucked in life? Stop asking me that fucking question. And I understand that maybe your parents failed to raise you the right way and you're somewhat malaligned or maladapted to social settings, but you need to just not overthink this. Go out and be social. Is there a dance in your neighborhood? Go to the dance. You don't know how to dance? Take a dance class. I'm a little bit nervous about taking a dance class. Go to the local bar for happy hour and have some drinks before you go to dance class. Meet some people at the bar. Maybe invite them to the dance class. You want me like, give me friends, Aaron. Give me point and purpose in life. Give me a girl. Give me. Like, I'm not a waiter taking your order. It's not like you just serve up people in social life or love or a romantic interest or a sexual partner, okay? You got to pay for those. You have to go out and be your own self. Number one, you have to figure out who you are so that you're like, I am going to do X. And my life is X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And now you're an individual. You are no longer defined by your parents, what you think society wants. I'm doing X, Y, and Z. I'm going to go do that. And then when you interact with people, people say, tell me about it. I do X, Y, and Z. Really? X, Y, and Z? You're damn right. Are you a little worried about X or Y? Maybe even Z? No, well, there's risks involved in all of those, but I can't be happy if I don't do that. And see, what you're doing is you're worrying about other people. You are dependent on other people to give you purpose, value, meaning in life. The whole fucking world could die. I'd still have point and purpose and meaning in life. I'd still go hunt my agates. I'd still ride my motorcycles, although there'd be no one there to refine gas. Like, how do I be social again? How do I, how about you stop being a fucking pussy? How about you figure out what you want to do? How about you stop trying to be social? Just go figure out what you want to do. And then go and do that, no matter how long or arduous the process. And in the process of you pursuing and perfecting yourself, you will meet people that are aligned with you, that are interested in you, that enjoy your company, and you don't have to act, you don't have to fake. How do I go and be social? Well, you know what's, you want to be social just like right off the bat? Go to a nightclub, go to a sports bar, cheer on the March Madness, which makes me wonder, like, when March ends, does it become like the April sanity? What? Who gives a shit what people want or think about you? You can't even be you cannot be functionally social until you know who you are and what you want to be. So don't ask, well, how do I be social? Because you're asking me, I need to find people who will give me point and purpose and reason and meaning in life. I don't actually work hard and do it myself. How do I make friends? I don't know. Just go be cool and interesting, whatever you want to do. This is like really nerdy kid I hang out with every once in a while. He's really into skydiving. Every time I'm at the bar, he's always got his laptop out and he's always looking at skydiving. And he has a backyard foundry. Now, he's nerdy as hell. And there's several gals I try to set him up. It doesn't work. It's kind of weird. Yeah, but he's an interesting weird. And you know what? He's got friends in the skydiving community. Why? Because he first and foremost said, I want to skydive. And he did it. He didn't give a shit like, how are people like me? How do I get social again? Figure out who you are, figure out what you want to do, go do those things, and there will be people there. And they will naturally ally with you and be your friends. I think this problem will fix itself, but I would rather it happen sooner. I also have a problem with, despite consciously now knowing that they would say wasn't reality, I still have the problem of at least subconsciously still believing it. Okay, well, okay, this is true. If you've been lied to your entire life and you never left home and you still believed your parents, yes, your parents lied to you. Sometimes maliciously, sometimes quite innocently. They themselves didn't know they were telling a falsehood. I don't think they were lying. I think lying means you have to know you're doing it. So yeah, you probably are misinformed, but just follow my form. You want the formula? Figure out what you want to do, go and do it, and you will meet people along the way, and don't overthink it any more than that. That's it. That's it. I also don't know what to do about my parents. I honestly believe that they have the best at heart, but they have a real problem with toxic anxiety. Well, you left them and your life got better, right? So I guess just don't hang out with them or quarantine them. Like, you hang out with them, but only on Christmas and Thanksgiving or New Year's or whatever. I don't know if I should try to amend things or keep them at a distance and never talk to them again. No, you don't want to like leave your parents, but sometimes they need to be quarantined and put off. Like, you don't hang out with them all the time. Sounds like you've been listening to them your entire life and it hasn't gotten you anywhere. Now that they're gone, you're feeling better. Now, I don't know, like, if your mom beat you or your mom threatened to kick you out if you like left because she would get as much Section 8 housing money, or these are reasons, those are bad people. It just sounds like, and you seem to indicate this, that your mom or your parents weren't malicious. They just didn't know any better. And sometimes that's the truth. I mean, that's all the boomers. I don't want to say most boomers were malicious. Most of them were lazy. A lot were malicious. But your parents don't actively try to hurt you or hate you. Some do, but that's abuse. No, you just probably have a dumb set of parents. They probably misinformed you, lied to you, either maliciously or not. And you just got to figure out the real world for what it is, which, once again, I don't know if I mentioned this before, it's you figuring out what you want to do, going and doing it, and then you'll run into people along the way. But when it comes to your parents, I would not hang out with them more than what is necessary, what you want to. And I think a good mark or a limit is if you start suffering mentally. Like you said, they left and now you're doing better and you feel greater and all that other stuff. Well, okay, that's probably good. So remove them from your life, like 99.8% of it, and only spend 0.2% of your time with them. I'm not saying kick them on. 0.2% of the time is a lot of time. That's several hours. But like, Christmas, Thanksgiving, or I don't know, Passover, Hanukkah, Ramadan, whatever. Just spend time with your parents on those key important things. And it's it's the classical, I'm not kidding, I'm 46, Mom. Did you brush your teeth? I'm starting to get gray pubes. I'm not starting to get gray pubes, but I'm almost about there. One of these days there'll be it'll just poof, there it is, the gray pube, which is the title of my next book, The Gray Pube. It's a superhero book. The Gray Pube. Oh no. Captain Evil's trying to attack us. Thank God. Oh, the Gray Pube. He's come here to save us. Help us, Gray Pube. And it's thank you, Mom. Yeah, I will brush my teeth. Yes, I will do that. Yeah, I love you too. No, I don't want anything. No, I'm sure I don't want anything because I fucking said I didn't want it in the first place. Please stop fucking asking. Because you have moms, you know how it goes. But you cut that short. I'm like, oh, okay, well, no, I got to go home, Mom. Well, don't you want to stay? No, I got work to do. You always have work to do. Because in my past, that meant that was the truth. No, it's just like, no, I got work to do. And they're like, what, really? Yeah, I do. Which is kind of true as well, but it's like, I can do it whenever I want. It's like, no, I just want to leave. So I would not get rid of your parents, but I would certainly limit them to just key family functions. You love Ma, you love Dad, birthdays, that kind of thing. But no, your life seems to be better going without them. And it sounds like you were a mama's boy or a daddy's boy because you were totally influenced by him, 32, and now you're asking me what to do. So I wouldn't keep them out of your life, but spend that little time with them. You know, you love them, but and you should always have something to do. I just don't understand this. Like, even if I was wrong about what I was going to inevitably end up doing, or at least I had I'm going to do this. This is my plan. And that was the number one thing in my life. And it served me very well because I wouldn't get fucked over. Now, okay, you'd still get fucked over because the plan was wrong. But I didn't worry I did not give a shit what other people thought, let alone my parents or anyone else. It just wasn't like, okay, good for you. Enjoy being your teacher. Oh, you're majoring in education. You're going to help the kid. Okay, go. Oh, don't you think you're going to help out the court? Shut the fuck up. You're one of the few giving truth in a world that feels good about lying to its children. Yeah. Where that got me. I can't complain. It's been a pretty good life. All right, there you go. Answered your question. 82, 62. All right. Matt Erickson, $10. Thanks for the tips on how to get good enough at dancing to teach it and get my knob polished. I don't think you have to. I don't have to get that well to teach. And teaching is a whole separate skill on its own. Now, most of teaching is easy. Well, if you're going to be a good teacher, you got to have a good delivery. You got to have a good curriculum. You have to know your stuff too. Only Cappy gives answers that are useful. And I too know the Minnesota females always use audio recorder app. It's been a long time since I dated Minnesota females. Long time. Maxi Mike, $10. My college STEM 4-year degree counselor has a master's. I checked your public salary because it's public university, $40,000. Master's degree for $40,000. You can make more than that being a waitress at 16. I made $82,000 in 2020. My rental income and have 1 year left to graduate. Only hold an associate's. Yeah, Mike, but that's because you probably didn't major in stupid shit and you work hard. She's changing lives. Call for president, new guy here, for $5. I know the super chat thing. Have like $3 for telling people harsh truths at night. Exactly what I need. Oh, it's only $5. I took it anyway. I'm sorry, guys. I was doing the $10 minimum rule. Matt Erickson, $10 to clarify my comment. I recommend a man use an audio recorder app when banging, and when as we say in sales, get them saying yes. I'm not against that. Not against that. Everyone get the book, The Pence Principle by Randall Bentwick. It's a short book, but it's going to save your life. We caught up? We're all caught up. We are all caught up. Thanks for the donations there, Matt. All right, thanks, everyone. All right, see you guys later. Toodles.